Good morning. Today I'd like to share with you a tool to help you calm your mind and bring down your stress levels. If you've ever found yourself, if you ever find yourself caught in a whirlwind of thoughts and worries or anxiety or grievances, that seem to spin completely out of control. So if that ever happens to you, I'd like to share a tool to help you deal with that. And you probably know that this can feel very overwhelming or even paralyzing at times. You wake up in the middle of the night and you start having these thoughts and your stress levels start to go up. And then you try to sleep, but nothing really works. So you feel a little bit powerless or a lot powerless because the thoughts are always there. So the tool I want to share acts as a pattern interrupt to those thoughts, right? And that means not only does it bring down your stress levels, but it also allows you that space, that mind space, to think more calmly and therefore more clearly, and to tap into your intuition and your creativity, and ultimately to make better choices. So we do that by gently shifting our focus to the present moment. And it's a technique I learned from my meditation teacher, David G., and he calls it the 16 seconds to clarity. And it's truly powerful. And I actually just did this practice myself, not only because I needed it, but also because I don't like to teach things I haven't tried or practiced myself. So it really works. So I'd love to try it together with you. Now, I would like you to think of something that has bothered you in the past few days. And it doesn't have to be dramatic or traumatic. It can be maybe someone did something that triggered you or that made you feel angry or worried or triggered fear in you. Or maybe you were expecting something that didn't happen and now you're disappointed. Maybe it's a worry about the future, right? And what happens, in the situation you're in. So I'd like you to bring that moment or person or event into your mind's eye, and I'd like you to connect to that. And more important, I'd like you to connect to the emotion that means for you, that brings up for you, and how that emotion shows up in your body. Is it, is it a knot in your stomach? Is it a constriction in your throat? Is it a feeling of warmth in your head or between your ears? Is it, is it a weight on your chest? Is it tension in your shoulders? Whatever it is, try to observe, try to notice where that shows up in your body. And let's take a long, slow, deep breath in together. And gently release it. And let's do this one more time. Long, slow, deep breath in. And let that go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in on a count of 4. And as you breathe in, I'd like you to notice what happens. The air goes in through your nostrils, down your throat, down the back of your throat, into your chest, and then fills your belly. And I'd like you to observe as that happens while you count to 4. And then when your belly's full of air, I'd like you to hold it there for a count of 4. And just observe the air that's in your belly. And then after that, I'd like you to release the air back out and notice how your belly empties. It goes through your chest and up and out through your nostrils, ideally, or through your mouth. And count to 4. And when the last wisp of air is out of your system, I'd like you to hold your breath for 4. Okay, so you count to 4 every time and you notice what happens. So let's try it together. All right, so breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And hold, 2, 3, 4. And now you can breathe normally again. And now let's try the same thing with our eyes closed. So you can close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And let's try it again. So let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. And now you can breathe normally again. And you can open your eyes when you're ready. Now, the whole experience was 32 seconds, so half a minute. 16 seconds with your eyes open and 16 seconds with your eyes closed. And during that half minute, you were totally present. You were not, thinking about what happened in the past and your grievances or your anger or whatever emotion is associated with that. And you weren't in the future. You weren't in, the land of worry or the land of uncertainty about your situation. So you were fully in the present moment. And your mind is a little calmer. The tension in your body has diminished. And you filled your body with nourishing oxygen and released a little bit of stress in the process. So you have introduced a pattern interrupt. You have put a pause in the surge of the stress hormones in your body, and that has allowed your mind also, to put a pause in those thoughts, whatever it is that's triggering you. Because in the present moment, all is well. In the present moment, you are safe. Now, all the things you worry about, all the things you have to do, all the triggering events, they're still going to be there after this meditation. But you are going to be in a much better place to actually handle them. You're going to be calmer. You're going to be, more grounded. You're going to be lighter and in a better place to deal with all that. Now, next time you start to feel this surge of anxiety or fear, or you feel like you're getting triggered, and you feel that in your body, then I recommend you take a moment. You take 16 seconds to do that. You can close your eyes, keep them open. I prefer to close my eyes if I can, but if you can't, just do it with your eyes open. And the present moment is always available to you. It's always there. And no matter what mental storm you're navigating, this practice, it's not about pushing away the mental storm. It's not about pushing away the thoughts. It's not about pretending they're not there. It's not about pretending your situation is not what it is, but it's about gently shifting your focus away from the narrative, that's in your head, and towards the reality of what's happening right now in the present where you're safe. So I hope you found this helpful. It was a little bit more talking, a little bit less meditation, but I hope you're able to use that tool. I would love to hear what your thoughts are after you've tried it and if it helps. And I'll see you again next Sunday. Namaste.